Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield video. Today we're going to be taking a look at another subscriber build. So this is the Nell by Skipper Nor7hernMonkey. So this ship is from a movie it's an 80s film. I've never heard of it. It's called Battle Beyond the Stars. Skipper sent me a poster. It looks like something you'd see out of just the poster, but then I suppose that's kind of 80s Americana. But it's a really, really cool design. Skipper kind of has this style where he likes kind of making... I don't want to call them... They're not really drag racing looking ships, but I don't know, something about like having kind of the engine at the back and then these like wings and stuff. Like it just looks really cool because I've seen a couple of the ships he's made and stuff. And it's really, really cool. So if we take a look at the stats, I'm just a kind of, it's a very, very, very unique looking ship. It's really, really cool. But anyway, so stat wise, we've got a fuel at 200, 280. It's making use of those little smaller engines, which I quite like. They add a lot of kind of aesthetic style to them, to the ship itself. It's got a hull capacity, or a hull of 1489, which again is very good. That's kind of, you're getting around the max there. It's got 1,305 cargo, 380 of which are shielded. The shielded cargo is down at the bottom. It's got a C-class reactor, 40 power. Crew at 2. There's meant to be a crew. I'll be back. Alright, so I had to fix it real quick. I forgot to put the parts on. So it's got a crew of 6, jump range of 30 light years, shield of 1315. It's got a pair of missile pods mounted underneath the those kind of engine, braking engine bays, nacelles maybe. It's got some EM weapons, 2 mounted on either side, and then it's got 2 turrets mounted on the front. Those turrets have phenomenal field of view, like pretty much like 360. Obviously they can't look down, but like realistically in space, you don't need to look down. You just spin the ship. But yeah, so in order to make this, it'll probably cost you around 450, 500k, depending on perks. And it makes use of a lot of different pieces, so you'll have to kind of jump around a bit. So yeah, let's go take a look, shall we? I recently installed a mod. I've been playing a little bit with mods. Just kind of smaller mods. I downloaded a mod that, let me just, again, this is a ship review, but I like it. It's just a simple, come on, what? Come on, there we go. The little retexture mod that basically makes the Deep Seeker armor kind of more metallic. There's like 3 variants. I went with this one. Weirdly, the helmet and the jetpack don't look as metallic. I don't know. If you guys would like me, I will. If you would like me to link you the mod, let me know. Also, the other mod that I've kind of again, they're not really. I mean, they're mods, yes, but in the sense of some of the stuff. The other one is, thanks to Sadir for bringing it up, you have access to all of the ship building items at this vendor here, which makes my job a lot easier. Anyway, so we're going to do a quick little roundabout. Looks really, really cool. Like the design of it and the style is really cool. We have a few people in the Discord that kind of makes like ships from specific franchise and stuff, and anything like kind of early 80s and stuff like that, like early Star Trek and stuff. Yeah, and obviously this isn't Star Trek, this is from something entirely different. But yeah, the only kind of old school franchises ships I can like point out is Star Wars. But yeah, in we go. So we got the Deimos entryway. And then we have a captain's quarters, whole tech. No, this is Nova Galactic captain's quarters. I remember. Nice little view at the front here, so we can see everything. And then at the back, behind here, there should be an armory. Yep, an armory which consists of a brig with Deimos, or not Deimos, whole tech. Very nice though, very nice. Also got some weapon storage back here if you need it. And then we've got the... there's 2 ladders here, which weird placement, not gonna lie. Go with this one. Again, this is not... oh, that's why they're... okay, we got the cockpit up here. Very, very nice overseer cockpit. Really, really like this cockpit. It reminds me of the cockpits from the Lakon vessels. We go here and we have a control station for all your crew duties. You know, your crew needs to plot courses and stuff. And then we go up one more and we have just a storage room that leads to a living quarters. Very nice. Where? Oh, I don't have any companions on this playthrough. Okay. So in we go, or down we go. Docking port up above. So yeah, so we're gonna take her into space, see how she performs. Although just looking at the, see, this is the kind of the funny thing. So like, well, you've got your A, your B, and your C class engines, and like, your A class engines produce more thrust than your B and C, and while that kind of makes sense in the regards of like, you know, like if you, let's say for instance, if you look at the engine in a tank versus the engine in say like a Formula 1 car, like the engine in a tank's going to be like a lot larger because it needs to, you know, propel a heavier object. But I feel like on paper, well, I mean, it is the thrust to weight ratio on the C classes, it dwarfs the A and B. So it'd be kind of cool if we could see that, like it would reflect upon it. Like, let's say for instance, a really tiny cockpit, like it was literally just a habit of cockpit and some fuel, and then you slap a big C class engine. Like that thing should be able to boost further and move further than anything, because you're effectively, you know, like obviously the engines themselves weigh a little bit, but surely they don't weigh enough to kind of negate it. But anyway, as always, I have a perk that increased my power by 5, so for the sake of this review, we're going to only use 5 power. Really cool profile, looks awesome. So weapon-wise, we've got our missile pods there, we've got our EM weapons there, and then we have our laser turrets that you can fire. Base speed is going to be 130, just because C-class. There's a B-class in the mix. Boost speed's probably going to be 420. Oh no. 450, nice, okay. And then a little agility test. Now it's not extremely agile. It's definitely heavier, but it's I'd say it's like a 6. The yaw is again not too bad, but another 6, and then the roll. Very nice. All right, so we're gonna head down to the planet now, and we'll show you how you build it. Alright, so we've got the ship split into 4 sections. We've got a little minimal merging. We'll get to it when we get there. So at the start here, we have our HopeTech 1x1 companionway, our HopeTech 2x1 living quarters. We have an Odin 3050C shield generator, protect resistance, C-class, 11 power, 1350 shield. We have a Extendo Port Docker 200 from Tayo. We have a Scan Jammer multi-frequency, A-class, mounted on top of Deimos Spine A. And then over here we have a pair of Reza 30 PHC SX pulse lasers turrets from Shinigami, C-class, 1300 range, 4 fire rate, 38 shield damage, and 4 power. There's 2 of these bad boys here and here. And then on each side of these Deimos holes we've got a Horizon weapon mount. And we've got 4 fulminator 8,000 suppressors from light sight, C-class, 1040 range, 0.8 fire rate, 58 electromagnetic damage, and 3 power. Structural pieces, we've got our Deimos cowling aft, 2 Nova cowling 2L starboard and a port, 2 Nova cowling 2L TA, 1 there and 1 there, 2 Deimos holes, 1 on each side, 2 Horizon weapon mounts, 1 on each side mounting the weapons, 2 Deimos braking engines there and there, 4 engine bracer A Stroud Eklund, 2 on each side, HopeTech nose B, and then Deimos spine A. Next area, we have our Overseer 400 bridge from HopeTech, 340 cargo, 2 crew. Behind that, we have a control station from HopeTech, 2x1, 4 crew. Structural pieces. Oh, wait, we forgot our missiles first. We've got 2 Sukusasu 50K missile launchers from Shinigami, C-class, 55-25 range, 1 fire rate, 142.79 hull and shield damage, and 4 power. Then for fuel, we've got 2 200G helium-3 tanks from Ballistic Solutions, 70 fuel each. Structural pieces, we've got a Stroud Cap C aft top, 4 Tayo cap pieces, side caps, 2 port, 2 starboard, and then 4 Nova cowlings, 2 here and 2 there. Bottom of the vessel, we have our Nova Galactic Captain's Quarters 2x1, HopeTech Armory 2x1. We have merged in here, we have two. We have our SF-40 sheared flow reactor from Dogstar, C-Class 40 power, 1315 hull. Then we have an Apollo GV300 grav drive from Deep Core, C-Class, 11 power, 50 jump thrust, which gives us 30. In order to merge these in, I will show you real quick. All you got to do is, so you, let's say you have your grav drive or your reactor, doesn't matter, one of them in place originally. And then you want to have a snap point above, like so. And then you're just going to make a kind of a scaffold. If this is your first time seeing this, I have a kind of a more in-depth video on the channel. But you basically want something that has a snap point on all angles. So we're going to highlight this, and we're going to highlight the reactor, and we're going to duplicate it. Now it'll go up, that's perfectly fine. Highlight the bottom one again, and then duplicate or highlight the bottom armory, drop it down. And then we're going to do it one more time. We're going to highlight that one, highlight the bottom one, duplicate, drop it down. And just like that, they're there. Perfecto. And then for our, let me see, at the back here for engines, we've got two Supernova 2200 engines from Relodyne, C-Class, 3 power, 25,770 engine thrust, 7650 maneuvering. We also have a single Dun 31 Amadon engine from Amadon, B-Class, 3 power, 17,670 engine thrust, 3600 maneuvering thrust. Structural pieces, we have Nova engine strut, Nova bracer. We have two Nova cowlings, 2L, TL, two Deimos wings E in the port and starboard. We have 4 Hope Tech Horizon mounts, 2 mounted here on the front of the armory, and then 2 more mounted on the front of the captain's quarters. We have 2 Tayo side pieces, port and starboard, and then we have our porthole, 4. And then on the bottom of the vessel, we have our 120 LD landing bay from Deimos. We have 2 NG-20 landing gear wide from Nova Galactic, 4 thrust each. We've got 4 pinpoint 3G landing gear, 2 in the starboard, 2 in the fore section, and 2 in the mid section. They give 1 each. We've got 2 Degama 1010 shielded cargo holds from Panoptes, 190 each. Nova bracer with 2 more 200G helium-3 tanks, and then we have a 10T hauler cargo hold from Sexton Shield System. So that's pretty much all of it. Skipper, if I made any mistakes, let me know. I think I followed everything to the letter. Really quickly, the color scheme is that there. Now, like I said, it can be kind of tricky to do color scheme. Now, thankfully, it was all the one color. Just makes it easier for me. That's the color there. Now, the orange might be a little bit different. But yeah, Skipper, if you want to comment, and I'll pin your comment if you let me know if I made any mistakes, and just kind of, yeah. Really, really cool design. I love the kind of the wing and the kind of wing / pods in the front. Very, very cool. I love how you've designed the engines. Like you've got these kind of main engines almost, and then almost like this is like a booster. But all in all, 10 out of 10. Thank you for submitting the ship. And if you guys are interested in submitting ships, we have a Discord, Starfield's Anonymous, where you don't only have to submit ships. We talk about everything from Starfield to space to just general stuff. But yeah, you join the Discord, link in my bio, and you can submit ships. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this sort of content, and check out some of my other videos. Bye-bye.